going on, y'all? About to check out this video from SmashJT. Apparently, it's about TheQuartering's biggest sweeper. Chrissie, whatever her name is. I can't stand that woman. Nasty, nasty piece of crap. Let's see what's going down, man.
Chrissie Mayr is back in the news because after she appeared to look like sweeping for Melonie Mac in TheQuartering, people started digging into her, wondering why she was doing that. We got some clips that are highly sus. We're going to start with the Keto Grove. Stand-up comedian first. Clearly, no pre-show prep was done. Tags Chrissie Mayr. Guest not knowing her chat is locked to subscribers before the current drama calls her chat basement dwellers. There we go.
And what all these others.
First off, what even is this panel, by the way?
Streamers need to understand too is you're a stand-up comedian first, okay?
You're a stand-up comedian
and you came into the streamer world, which there are different rules in this world that I did not understand.
Which, by the way, real quick, what's more annoying, listening to a group of people that claim to be comedians sitting around at a podcast just not being funny?
I was going to say, for a comedian, her clapback game is trash.
Okay, because to me, I am a stand-up comedian first, and I think about how a performance would work at a show, and we need people in real life. And so some of these things that people are doing or making their shows about, they care so much about what's happening in this screen. They have no intention of actually meeting people in real life. And I hate to say it to you, some of you chat people out there, if you met some of these streamers who you just bow down to so much, they wouldn't be nice to you in real life. They wouldn't give a fuck about you. No. So it's just kind of funny to me that there's, I don't know, it's a different the internet world. You have to remember.
I don't think nobody bows down to me, but I would be nice to people. Unless you're being like a weirdo.
I mean, maybe she's right about certain people. I have never had that experience. Maybe there are streamers out there, but those are streamers that I do not watch or care about because you can tell they are not authentically genuine good people. Every time, across the board, any streamer.
I'm gonna have to start doing research to find the blatant clip. Can I find this? Let me see. I'm gonna let him talk, but if I could just find a damn clip my damn self, like what's the timestamp on it?
Or content creator that I've associated with, watched, or chatted with. If I met them at a convention, first time, every single time, it's been a great experience.
I'm not gonna say that. I've met some content creators who were pieces of crap. I've met some content creators that inspired me to create content. So it depends. It really, really does depend.
Fucking gall on this chick.
At the end of the day, you are a stand-up comedian. And sometimes I think we'll let the chat get so serious, but just be silly. It's not really that big of a deal. Okay, we can always turn the computer off.
It's true.
Turn my phone off, but some of you cannot leave your mother.
Dude, this puppet guy is falling asleep, and he's a fucking puppet while she's talking.
Those basements.
He keeps slowly falling forward and then catching it.
I didn't even realize that was a puppet. They all seem like puppets to me. I didn't even realize there was an actual puppet up there.
Something slowly falling forward. That's actually pretty fucking. He's doing that intentionally.
You're blocked.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Rumble's a mess. There's a sea of oranges. Okay.
Rumble's a mess.
I don't know what the oranges mean. I've been roasting the TheQuartering for a while, and I still don't know what the oranges mean. Somebody fill me in.
Sea of oranges. She is so frazzled. This is amazing. Keto Grove says, friends over ambushes on my show. I'm not 60 Minutes. I'm not Barbara Walters. This is not going to be about TheQuartering. Chrissie Mayr lies about not prepping questions on TheQuartering. Here we go.
Oh, she
friends over ambushes on my shows. And it's just not my style. I like for my shows to be a place where people can...
The puppet's like, can I interrupt? Because I want to talk instead of you.
speak their mind, and it's up to the audience to like decide what they think about that. I am not into gotchas. I am not Barbara Walters. I am not 60 Minutes. I am not here to like, right. It's just not my style to grill or ambush or gotcha.
Yeah.
Question. Unless there's something, you know what I mean? Like, again, at no point.
Anyway,
by the way, I've noticed with Chrissie Mayr, when she talks, she's so full of herself that she literally just talks over anyone else that's trying to talk. She's just so caught up in her own. Like what she has to say is always more important than anyone else.
Yep. 100%. And then she'll get mad if you cut her off, but then she'll cut you off nonstop. I hate that. Like, that's like a pet peeve of mine. People that cut people off, but then get mad if you cut them off. They want complete silence while they're talking. But then while you talking, they feel like it's justifiable to cut you off because they feel like what they have to say is way more important.
I've noticed that. It's very fucking annoying.
No, why do you have to talk about?
Or like
she's,
the title.
She's still talking over Ari. This guy's like question. Ari starts talking. She's just still just running a train over the conversation. Like, nope, I'm talking.
It wasn't like this is going to be about quartering or this is going to be a gotcha or this is going to, it was not in there at all. So the reason why people came in expecting that is because people sent raids to the chat being like, "Ooh," and there was the expectation of that in the chat, and the chat got angry when they didn't get that. Sure. But again, I'm not stopping anybody from having Melonie on. I'm not stopping anybody from having the quartering on. And then
Chrissie, it's your job. Chrissie, it's your job to cover their shit for them. You have to be like a box and follow their agenda.
So,
I mean, why didn't people attack Michael Knowles, who had Melonie Mac on last night? Like, why didn't they endlessly attack Michael Knowles of the Daily Wire?
Michael Knowles is trash, nigga. What's you? I don't like Michael Knowles. I don't like nobody from Daily Wire, actually. I was rocking with Candace. I used to watch Michael Knowles for a little bit. Then I realized he ain't actually saying nothing. Most of the people at Daily Wire ain't actually saying anything. Candace might have been the only one. But I know a lot of people don't like Candace.
For talking to Melonie and not asking about, and being up on the lore.
I don't even know who Michael Knowles is. So that would explain that.
That's
people know
hilarious.
Chrissie from FNT. If you're going to associate with a group that is very popular in the gaming space, people are going to care how you represent yourself. So people care about Chrissie Mayr. I can't speak for this other guy. Kino Blade says, big things do come in small packages. In this case, it's a big retard. Quote, for the people who hate watching the stream, you're still helping the stream. Oh, that is some serious cope.
So for the people who hate watching the stream, you're still helping the stream. So thank you for the attention that you're giving the stream. But like I said, if you write some fuckery,
the cope.
Like I said, if you write some fuckery to me, I will be blocking you. I don't care.
How about this one? I said, calls everyone else autistic. Blew a guy for a job. Wait, what? Sparky's Tech Corner. So Chrissie Mayr blew a guy in the bathroom for a job.
Who did that?
And this sounds really familiar. I can't put my finger on it, but what? I wonder if this is out of context. What is this story?
And then I think I ended up blowing the dude in the bathroom because I was like, I really need this job. But he was very attractive. And when he heard her, and then.
Oh, she a thought. I ain't gonna front. If you told me to pick someone who I randomly think would do that, I would have said Chrissie. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. She seemed like she on that type of time. If you know, you know.
Yeah. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
You thought she was gonna come back to dancing, huh? Nah, you came back to judgment. Her nasty ass. Just getting your whatever on in the bathroom. That's crazy. She's like, I needed the job. That's not how you keep a job.
I would have loved more context on that, but
It's not how you keep a
Even
job.
without that, I don't know how you could interpret that any different than what that is. I said, oof.exe, cell.exe says, Chrissy, you're the one that might actually be autistic. He's making fun of you because you literally stole a family's Christmas presents. Chrissie Mayr, I think autism keeps some people from understanding social norms. Like, oh my God, by the way, anytime Chrissy gets cornered, they're automatically an autist. It feels like that's what she goes to. I literally didn't. It's just a funny story about me finding a deserted bag of clothes at a restaurant and then giving them to my friend Larry. But people like to run with the most exaggerated version because y'all love to hate. Let's listen to Chrissie Mayr herself. You guys tell me, is this the truth? What she's coping with here? Or Chrissie Mayr, what she actually said in her story of stealing Christmas presents? Because this is fucked. All right. I know a lot of people have already seen this. This is fucked.
So as everybody was leaving, it was like we were all leaving at the same time. And there were a bunch of other people leaving. Maybe they had their like Christmas party or whatever at the same restaurant. And so like, I mean, I used to steal when I was younger. And so
that's what chicks do for a rush.
Yeah.
Which, oh, by the way, didn't she just say it's literally not that? And she starts off the story where she's like, this is what I used to do. I used to actually do that. Like, it's Chrissy versus Chrissy right now.
I also
Rob,
didn't get any. Oh, come on.
Thank you. And so what happens?
So we're waiting to leave. I noticed there was a bag.
Look how great that hoodie he's wearing is, by the way. Look at that hoodie.
There was a bag on one of the tables.
Right.
And it was like
wait, like a shopping bag, a purse.
Bag.
Go on.
Shopping bag. And I'm looking at it. I'm watching a lot of people leave. I'm kind of lingering around. Everybody's getting.
Because you want to steal this bag.
Well, I'm going. There's probably nice clothes in that bag, and I'm just like sort of hanging around. I'm standing around, and I was sitting next to Larry, and he was like, "Just take it." I was like, "I'm just gonna take it." So I took it and I walked out with it.
Where's the joke? By the way, like they're laughing, like that's funny.
They're laughing because they want to smash. I don't know why. But that's probably why they're laughing, because that wasn't funny at all, actually. In any way, shape, or form. Telling thief stories, like that shit is cool.
Wait, Larry.
I hope it was none of your guys' stuff.
What was in the bag?
Really nice clothes. I felt like Robin Hood, you know? So I'm looking through and I was like,
I felt like Robin Hood. Yes. Cause you know, the people you stole from, they must've been so well off. What if they were saving all year for that stuff? Like you don't know anything about them.
One sweater said medium. The next sweater said medium. And then
where were they from?
Don't her friends make videos about people like this? If Hassan said this, she would have made 1,000 live streams.
Peter Millar, which is a really nice.
Kevin Pillar plays for the Blue Jays?
No, Peter Millar was in fucking The Hunger Games.
Oh.
That's really his name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Peter.
So it was like 2 zippy sweaters, a vest, and a jacket, but very preppy. I'm like,
I literally didn't. It's just a funny story about me finding a deserted bag of clothes at a restaurant and then giving them to my friend. She didn't steal anything, guys. She just found it. Claw Machine Bull says, Chrissie Mayr reveals another disgusting Craigslist ad sex encounter. Wait, what? Full disclosure.
I didn't even know Craigslist was a thing still. Like, that exists? I ain't been on this since I tried to get a job and then they tried to rob me. I was like, oh, this is a setup. Never going on here again. I think I ended up working at a comedy club too once, but like I quit after the first day because that shit was trash. I sold mad tickets. Shit was trash though. I was not rocking with it. They was trying to convince comedians that were literally performing to sell tickets so that could be their income instead of them getting paid for performing.
I've not watched this one. Never saw a pic of the guy. Never even talked. He smelled, was gross. 2 out of 10. She wouldn't be seen in public with her. He wouldn't be seen in public with her. She paid for a cab both ways. I have to stop answering Craigslist ads. What?
So you had no idea
I was
what
lonely.
these cackling hens are. They're the quartering sweepers.
Voluntarily took a cab. This was a Craigslist thing I answered. Took a cab to like.
What kind of girl goes on Craigslist and answers a Craigslist ad?
A bop.
In like the sex area, by the way. Just I mean, I know they're out there, but like, what?
Bushwick to meet a person I've never met before, didn't even have or see a picture. The arrangement was to trade massages. And I was like, oh yeah, let's do this. This sounds like a good idea. I was just in a really low place after this breakup. So even the cab driver's like, are you sure you want to get out?
Yikes.
I had no clue who I was meeting. And so like we meet.
She's admitting like how shameful this is. Even the cab driver was worried for her. Like, holy shit.
We meet actually on the street corner, and he's like, and I was like, let's go get a drink, you know, because I was like, this is probably going to turn into a hookup. And he's like, I'd rather not. Like, this is my local bar. Like, people I know are here. God. And I'm looking at this guy, and he's a 2. And I don't know. Maybe I'm like a 7. I don't know.
If he a 2, then bitch, you was a 1. Like, what? He was ashamed to bring. So that was just a booty call. He hit you up to smash. Why was you trying to get drinks? Like, that nigga didn't like you. He didn't want to be your friend. You look like Jim Carrey with a wig on. You look like, nah, I ain't gonna say the next one I was about to say. That'd got me in trouble. But yeah, that nigga didn't like you. And then you called yourself a 7? What fucking world do you live in? You ain't no... They ain't a 7 on her best day, nigga. Like, the highest I'll allow that to go is like a fucking 3 or 4, nigga. Just for trying. I give you credit for effort. You getting points for effort.
Holy shit.
Giving you no damn 7.
Like, I'm pretty good looking, you know? Like, and I was like, this.
I'm pretty good looking. Add in her mentality, I would say she's around a 2. You take
there you go. Yeah, there you go. That sounds accurate. I was being generous.
Mentality away from it, she's far more attractive.
This is a guy who I wouldn't give the time of day, like in just like if I were meeting him in a bar, like randomly, I wouldn't even talk to him. But like here we are in this arranged thing, and he doesn't even want to take me to this like neighborhood bar. I'm like, oh no, now we're fucking going in this bar.
So like I wouldn't even have a drink with him, but I wanted to have a drink with him. You met up with this nigga. You had to be the most lonely, desperate person on earth. He could have been insane. You could have been meeting with Jeffrey Dahmer. Who knows? Like and then you got the nerve to say you a 7 and try to go to his bar. Nah, nigga. Take your ass to the house and leave.
That. And then the thing that locked it in for me that made me want to get in the cab, but he was like, come over. My place is really nice, you know? And so I go to his place and it's not nice. He didn't even pick up. And, that ended up being my like emotional, like sex rock bottom because like.
And you still smell?
So she did hook up with him. Never mind the fact that she's trusting a dude.
That nigga called you ugly. Now let's start from the beginning. She don't know him. Didn't know how he looked. He damn near said she was ugly and he was ashamed of her. And she still went to his house. It was messy. And she still smashed. Wow. I almost played the nasty song again. Like, yikes, the desperation is just like fuming.
Never met on Craigslist, never seen. And just trusting his word of come on over, my place is nice. Like she's lucky that this is all that happened to her. Like what? Talk about asking for a bad thing to happen in your life. Holy shit.
He was bad at massages. I was good at massages. And then I
my God, she is so full of herself. This is obnoxious. Holy shit.
To pay for my own Uber back home. It was like,
stop.
It was such a lose-lose situation that after that, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta stop answering Craigslist ads. I gotta stop like being on all these like apps, flying by the seat of my pants, like making bad decisions. Right? So that was like in a way good because I kind of woke up after that point. I was like, oh, I could have been like murdered 3 times just in that one night.
Oh my God. Oh my.
And yo, dumbass probably did it again. She probably did it again.
Further proof Chrissie Mayr is a bad actor. She can recall the inside jokes to TheQuartering, tagging his alt. Drama at the drop of a hat, but not when Brittany Venti is on stream. Interesting.
True. Very handsome, talented.
That's
Just
how
like
it goes, right?
collapsing.
That's how it goes. All right, let me blow through a couple more.
What's he calling handsome?
Choice of
Chrissie?
words, Chrissy. Let me blow through a couple more.
7 Patriot, thank you for the $5. F&T has sucked for a while, but it's really gay now. Thank you, 207 Patriot. That's
Oh,
sweet
I-
of you. Are you saying you'll miss me?
Is she talking a bunch of crap about them now that she got fired? See, yo, you see what I mean? What was I just saying? If there's someone, and I probably said in a different video, if there's someone that you used to be cool with and y'all don't talk no more, and their first instance is to start highlighting negativity about you and going after you, they never fucked with you. Like, you should never speak to them again.
Unhung hero,
Wow.
thank you for the $20.
No, not the oranges! Oh my god! Oranges! Oh god, help me!
I can't even watch this clip.
It's
I
funny
couldn't
as
imagine
hell.
trying to sit through this stream. This is like trying to find the most.
Yeah, it's pretty corny. Can't find.
Vitamin C over.
Every time we get a big super chat with
Some of the people on panel not even laughing.
oranges, I will do a special dance.
What does the oranges mean exactly?
Jeremy,
It's so
from
stupid. Be
TheQuartering-
quiet. No.
There's a short video that he put out there where he took a clip of a lady cooking like a pork or something with a bunch of oranges, and then it was like the whole clip, and then he just said before, like, what are the oranges for?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me know in the comments. And then that
he's
was it.
lazy.
And it
He's
wasn't
lazy.
really transformative enough, and it was basically content stealing. And so that is another thing.
This is so weird. So Chrissy has a very good memory, conveniently, when she needs.
So she's aware that he was stealing. But then when Brittany Venti was on stream, I think that's her name, she act like she didn't know what the hell everyone was talking about in live chats, in person.
See what Venti means about this virus. I don't know how Venti sat through that technical support puppet. And Venti, we'll just listen to the beginning of this because holy crap, this is crazy.
Oh, and you guys aren't going to believe this. This was insane. She actually has a simp that believes her, that she will actually give a crumb of coochie if he defends her. And then he actually started defending her. I can't make this up. Chrissy's #1 sweeper, Sweepy Mayr.
Did she say Cutchy? How did she say that? How did she
Will actually give a crumb of coochie.
Cutchy? That's not how you say that. Did she say it like that on purpose? That's not how you say that, Brittany. That's okay. I know what you mean, though. It's okay.
If he defends her, and then he actually started defending her. I can't make this up. Chrissy's #1 sweeper, Sweepy Mayor's #1 sweeper here, broom ready, sweeping the whole floor. Okay. So you guys remember that post where Chrissy offered to show tits if you defend her? And you might read that and you might think it was tongue in cheek at first, at least before the bathroom incident.
You know what? After the bathroom incident and all.
F all that. We gotta double tap that nasty song. What the fuck?
Yeah. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
Mm. I'm still not used to the timing of that. My bad.
these other clips. No, I don't think any of this tongue in cheek anymore. Now, when Chrissy says she's going to show her tits, I'm going to be like,
Bang ganging all day. How you doing, Lewis? How are you?
yeah, she probably means she's going to show her tits.
Incident, the knees on the bathroom floor incident with Craigslist Chrissy, which we'll get into her responding to Craigslist ads for massages in a little bit. But if you guys remember that,
That's crazy.
this is what she said. She said,
And I don't think you could say stuff like that about Brittany, right? I don't know much about her, but from what I've heard, the cookie stays in the jar. You'll be dating her for 5 years, nigga. Cookie ain't coming out that jar. Hey, I'm just saying what I heard. Don't blame me.
In response to
Y'all can tell me in the comments if that's true. I don't know.
someone saying, I bet you think if you defend Chrissy, she'll DM you her ugly, saggy tits. And he is responding to this guy, MAGA, whatever Mike. MAGA crack a mic. Not let's say in the YouTube pod, whatever. But so this guy's responding to MAGA crack a mic. And he's saying, dude, do you really think you're going to get nudes from her if you defend her? And basically, Chrissy responds saying, who says I won't? And so now, after all this,
That literally is encouraging a simp army to defend her. Like, yeah, based off of the other stories she's told, I don't care if she's married. I don't care if she's got a kid.
That's nasty. Her husband's okay with her doing that? Her husband's okay with her showing the goods for protection?
Are more attractive than Chrissy. Yes, I'd agree.
Yes, so Vincey's more attractive than Chrissy. What y'all think, live chat? What y'all think, comment section? I'm into personalities more than anything too as well, so I gotta blend that in. Okay, I can see it. I mean, Brittany kind of looked like a cat to me. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like if a cat had a human body and just walked around knocking shit off the table, I picture Brittany Vincey. That's what I think a cat would look like. A female cat who just walk around, look at you and just slap some shit off the table and then look at you. They like playing with the water faucet. I always just imagine that to be Brittany Vincey. If Earth the Kit had a documentary and they needed someone to fill in for that, she probably could pull it off, son. Good chance. Good chance. And that's not even me roasting her. I loved Earth the Kit. She killed the Emperor's New Groove. That was my shit.
Agree with that.
he's going around defending her, thinking he's actually going to get nudes. He's in my replies. Here he is saying, strange you didn't react to any of this public.
Wait, y'all agree? I said Brittany is better. Yeah, I'm not going to like try to even play dense. She does look better. Absolutely.
Information before when she was your friend, only after it became popular to shit on her. It was, first off, it became popular, quote unquote, to shit on her because of her instance with me. This has to do with me.
Yep.
And me being lied on. This is how this happened. Second off, yeah, when this resurfaces after she lies about me and throws me under the bus, yes, I'm gonna laugh at her talking about how she was an almost prostitute, did it for free because she was hoping it would get her paid, and it gave you some attention. All you people are fake as fuck. So this is after she's like saying she's.
I mean, obviously, my wife is the most attractive girl on the planet. That's already, we already know that. I'm just being impartial here.
Hey man. Stop defending yourself. You can say who's attractive enough.
They give him her breast photos, right? And then get this. This guy goes and super chats her, saying,
if Brittany said that, the quartering would go crazy. If Brittany said that same shit, quartering would be her biggest defender. That nigga would get a t-shirt with her face on it. I think he already owns one. He will build a shrine in his closet out of used gum. Like he's Helga, what's the name? Helga G. Pataki from Hey Arnold. Oh, Arnold. That's how the quartering will get down.
here's my Chrissie Mayr did nothing wrong tax. I stand for freedom of speech and MAGA. We got your back, Chrissie.
Wait, hold on. So they found him donating money to her after she offered to send tits to him, or at least didn't decline the idea of it. Holy shit, this is the rabbit hole. This is from Keno Grove. Jeremy, with another quartering alt, a fancy hazmat suit, is giving her SEO tips on how to improve her YouTube channel. I wonder what 16 videos Chrissie Mayr deleted. Minus 16. She deleted 16 videos today, as of recording this, May 19th.
Probably live
16
streams.
videos deleted. You know what wasn't deleted? How much gaming is too much? This is an old clip from 11 years ago of Chrissie Mayr on stand-up. I'm going to prepare you guys just real quick on this. Remember the other day when I was talking about the problem with female comedians is the only time they have the chance to be funny is when they talk about their vagina. And even then, it's been played out so many times that it's just obnoxious at this point. It's like they got no material except for. So anyways,
I've heard a few female comedians be kind of funny. Like a few. I can't remember their names. But like stand-up wise, there's been a few. I used to love what's her name's content. Not really her stand-up, but I liked her show, Wanda Sykes. I heard she'd been wilding out in these streets. But yeah, I used to like her show. I wish they would bring that shit back. That was like a very dope concept. If I had enough money, I would buy the rights to it and redo it myself as like a continuation. Be like Wanda's son or something like that. She had a show about politics. Well, it was a sitcom where she played like a more so comedian that walked into like a news station and got hired to do commentary on politics. But it was the fact that she was like anti-politics that made it like popping. I thought that was a genius idea, but I think it was ahead of its time. You're doing God's work. Keep it up. Well, thank you. Appreciate that, Shredded.
vagina, and everyone laughs. It's like, that's not a joke. Why do women comedians always do this? I've said this multiple times before I even saw this clip. And of course, wouldn't you guess what she ends up covering here in her stand-up? Holy crap.
The thing that sucks about being a woman is like you have to get waxed sometimes, and sometimes you'll go in there and they'll be like, what shape do you want? Like, does your boyfriend is he like comic book? Because I can make in shape of lightning bolts. And then I'm like, no, Oksana, I get the same thing every time. You know, I'm like, just make it say thanks for dinner. I think that love and hate are two really similar emotions.
So all her jokes about her being a thought is about hoe his life. Okay.
Like, I know when a guy says he loves me, what he means is that he hates condoms. I had another boyfriend, he played tons of video games nonstop. He had all 3 Call of Duty games. Do you play those too?
I don't even know how many they were.
Here's the difference between the first Call of Duty and the third Call of Duty. The third Call of Duty is when your girlfriend finally leaves you.
Turn this shit off, bro. I'm good. I don't even want to watch no more. The fuck was that? Trash. Trash. When you're using feminism as your main premise of a joke, nigga, cut that bullshit out. I don't want to hear that. Like, I swear I don't want to hear that. But whatever. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button and share the video.